Hello everyone, I'm Carl and this is Father and Son Petrolheads, and thought we'd have a little look at a few things we're going to do today. Thanks for watching, let's have a look around. So as you know, my son started his own business. He's got his little unit and he's very busy. Whether it's a modern Ford Transit wet belt replacement, which is well underway, or my favourite, these sort of things, which has just had new handbrake cables, it's had an alternator conversion, and it's a really bright little car. So whatever you need doing, always good to give Sommer Autos a shout. Hopefully it will be Father and Son Sommer Autos soon, but at the moment I'll just give you an idea of some of the diversity of things that he works on. Bearing in mind, he's worked for Aston, he's worked for Ford, he's worked for Land Rover, so got a real, and worked for an independent, and been out on his own. So we've got a little Mini out there which needs to have the engine put back in it. We've got a Transit Luton with a snap to wet belt. We've also got a Ford Cougar automatic 2-litre diesel, which is coming up for sale, and a real diversity of cars. Polo in for brakes, Mercedes in for brakes, C-Class. But today I'm going to go and have a look at the little purple Terror, which I haven't looked at for a long time, and which you may or may not remember, decided it was going to snap the head off one of the valves. And we think we found out why. Now here's a reason why you should never buy second-hand engines without doing your research. Keep watching, I'll explain some more. There she is, the little wee purple beastie, complete with, as you can see, the almost perfect shape of the valve which hit the top of the piston when it snapped. So it's going to be my first experience today with a dial gauge. I'm sure everybody out there who knows them will know far better than me what I'm doing right or wrong. However, we're going to give it a go, and we're going to measure the cam lift. By all means tell me what I'm doing right or wrong, but the first thing I need to do is find a push rod. My bloody phone keeps turning off. There's the damage on the top of the piston. Remember that this is an engine that we know nothing about really, other than we bought it second hand, and we're told it was an ex-race engine. So let's have a go. Let's see what we can do with the dial gauge. I'll take a bit of video. Unfortunately I forgot my tripod, so you'll have to forgive me manhandling everything. But thanks for watching. Let's have a look. It took a little bit of hunting because the car's been apart so long I couldn't remember where the push rods were. Anyway, I'll let you have a little look and we'll see where we go and have an experiment and see what happens. So there you go, push rod in. As you can see, there's the damage there. I've set up the dial gauge after watching a couple of YouTube videos, maybe right, maybe wrong. Excuse me. By all means leave me a comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong or not, because really this has got to go off to the engine builder, who's then going to work out what valve springs we need, etc. for the cylinder head. Anyway, take a quick look, see what you think, tell me I'm an idiot. My theory is that I've got the dial gauge set up, it's sitting in the top of the push rod, and basically as long as it's a static position, so it measures from the same place, I assume you get the right reading. But I'm sure if I'm wrong, you'll tell me. I hope so anyway. Anyway, here's what I've done. So as you can see, or maybe you can't actually, because it won't focus too clearly. So the pointer of the dial gauge is in the top of the push rod, and the dial gauge is set to 0. And my assumption is that I now turn the engine over, the push rod lifts, that gives me the total lift of the cam. Anyway, haven't got my tripod, so can't really film it. I apologise for that. But I'll let you know the results, see what we do. Give you a little idea of a bit more of the diversity of the stuff that we've got. There's the Cougar, automatic, drives lovely, got a few little marks. That will be coming up for sale soon. Transit with a wet belt, the Mini behind it. I don't know if you can see in the background there, but that is coming in next week. And yes, that is a 1970 Chevy Nova with allegedly around 600 horsepower. That needs a bit of a looking at. I think he's blown the gearbox up, so that's in for gearbox replacement. And that's Summer Autos. We've also got still the dreaded Land Rover, which has blown its ECU to pieces, and a Polo, the van, and my Jag. So as you can see, a real diversity. Anyway, for now, back to them. So we've got our dial gauge all set up. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but everything should be at 0. As mentioned, I can't hold the phone and turn the engine, but I'll give you the last result that we get. Back soon. Hello everybody, welcome back again. So, turn the engine over, and I'll just show you the result because I'm really not an engineer. Someone out there might be. More importantly, my engine builder will be. So, that's what we've got. I guess that's gone around 8 times and then a tenth, whatever that reading is. But basically, that's the lift of the camshaft. Hope I've done it right. Please tell me if not. Every day's a school day. As always, thanks ever so much for watching, supporting, sharing, liking, subscribing, all of those words. If you haven't already, give us a like and a subscribe. Help us learn, and hopefully now and again, you'll learn. And with a bit of luck, you might see some progress on the little purple Terror, which has been sitting here very sorry for itself for the last year. So I guess it's really time to either fix it or get rid of it. Hope it's the former, not the latter. You never know. Thanks for watching. See you soon.